today I invite you to join me on a rather special journey. We are going to travel across continents, to explore places where human ingenuity has met the raw, untamed power of nature. We are venturing into the world's most stunning mountain cities, where colossal peaks, ancient and silent, stand sentinel over bustling streets and vibrant cultures. There is a unique and profound magic to these places, a certain allure that has drawn humanity for millennia. It's the crispness of the air, the humbling scale of the landscape, and the constant, reassuring presence of the peaks that shape life in their shadow. The relationship between a city and its mountains is a symbiotic one. The mountains provide not just a breathtaking backdrop, but also resources, recreation, and a deep sense of identity. In return, the cities that nestle in their foothills or cling to their slopes become gateways, allowing us to access these wild, high places. They are points of departure for adventure and points of return for comfort and community. The very character of these urban centers is sculpted by the geology that surrounds them, influencing everything from their architecture to the spirit of their inhabitants. So for the next few moments, I invite you to leave your world behind. Imagine yourself waking to a view of snow-dusted summits, wandering through ancient streets where every corner reveals a new vista of a towering massif, and feeling the profound sense of peace that comes from being in the presence of such geological giants. Let us embark on this exploration together to discover the 10 most remarkable mountain cities our planet has to offer. Our adventure begins now. Our journey begins at the southern tip of Africa, in a city cradled by one of the world's most iconic geological formations. This is Cape Town, and watching over it is the magnificent flat-topped monolith of Table Mountain. It is not merely a backdrop, it is the very heart of the city. Its presence is felt everywhere, its moods changing with the light and the famous tablecloth of cloud that drapes over its summit. The mountain is an ever-present guardian, a constant point of reference in this sprawling, dynamic metropolis. Down below, the city pulses with a life force that is uniquely its own. The culture here is a vibrant tapestry woven from countless threads, a fusion of African, European, and Asian influences that finds expression in its music, its art, and its extraordinary cuisine. From the colorful houses of Bokap to the sophisticated waterfront, Cape Town is a city of contrasts and immense energy. Yet, with a simple cable car ride or a strenuous hike, one can leave the urban hustle far below and enter a world of fynbos, of unique flora and fauna, standing on the summit with the vast Atlantic Ocean stretching to the horizon. It is this immediate, dramatic juxtaposition of city and wilderness that makes Cape Town truly unforgettable. We now travel across the globe to the Pacific coast of North America, to a city that perfects the delicate balance between urban sophistication and rugged wilderness. This is Vancouver, Canada. Here, gleaming glass towers reflect the formidable peaks of the Coast Mountains, which rise dramatically from the very edge of the city. It's a place where you can find yourself sailing on the glistening waters of the Pacific in the morning, and by the afternoon, be deep within an ancient forest on a mountain trail. This proximity to nature is not just a feature, it is the defining characteristic of life here. The city is a mosaic of distinct neighborhoods, each with its own character, all united by a shared passion for the outdoors. Residents here measure their seasons by the activities the mountains permit: skiing and snowboarding in the winter, hiking and mountain biking in the summer. The North Shore Mountains, Cypress, Grouse, and Seymour are not distant spectacles, but a communal backyard, an accessible playground that shapes the city's health-conscious and adventurous spirit. Vancouver demonstrates, perhaps better than anywhere else, how a major metropolis can coexist in perfect harmony with the wild, untamed world at its doorstep. Our journey now takes us to the heart of Europe, to a city that is utterly synonymous with the mountains that surround it. Welcome to Innsbruck, Austria. Nestled in a narrow valley, it is flanked on all sides by the towering, jagged peaks of the Nordkette range. The mountains are not just in view, they are an integral part of the city's fabric. One can stand in the middle of the historic Old Town, admiring the famous Golden Roof, and simply look up at the end of the street to see the sheer rock faces and snow-filled couloirs of the High Alps. It is a breathtakingly intimate connection. This city breathes alpine history. It has hosted the Winter Olympics twice, a legacy that is evident in the world-class sporting venues that dot the landscape, from the Bergisel ski jump to the bobsleigh track at Eagles. Yet, Innsbruck is more than just a winter sports paradise. It is a city of imperial grandeur, with Habsburg palaces and Baroque cathedrals lining its streets. This blend of imperial history and high-altitude adventure creates a unique charm. Here, the life of the city and the life of the mountain are one and the same, an inseparable and timeless partnership. We now venture far south, to an island nation renowned for its epic landscapes. On the shores of the crystal-clear Lake Wakatipu, and hemmed in by a range of mountains aptly named the Remarkables, lies Queenstown, New Zealand. If Innsbruck is the capital of Alpine history, then Queenstown is undoubtedly the world headquarters of adrenaline. This is a city built on the pursuit of thrill, a place where the stunning natural beauty is not just to be admired, but to be experienced in the most heart-pounding ways imaginable. The very air here seems to crackle with energy. It is the birthplace of commercial bungee jumping, but the adventures hardly stop there. Jet boating through narrow canyons, paragliding from mountain tops, skiing pristine powder. The list is as long as the summer days. The Remarkables provide a formidable, saw-toothed backdrop to every activity, their dramatic slopes glowing red and orange in the evening light. Yet, for all its high-octane pursuits, Queenstown also offers moments of profound tranquility. A quiet walk along the lake, a glass of local Pinot Noir, all while gazing at those majestic peaks, is an adventure in itself. This is Lucerne, Switzerland, a city that feels as though it has been lifted directly from the pages of a storybook. It sits elegantly on the shore of its namesake lake, Lake Lucerne, with a spectacular panorama of the Swiss Alps as its backdrop. The iconic peaks of Mount Pilatus and Rigi are not just distant features. They are characters in the city's narrative, their myths and legends woven into the local culture. The view from the waterfront is one of the most sublime in all of Europe. The city itself is a masterpiece of medieval preservation. Walking across the Chapel Bridge, the oldest covered wooden bridge in Europe, with its interior paintings depicting the city's history, is like stepping back in time. The cobbled streets of the old town, lined with frescoed buildings, invite unhurried exploration. Lucerne's appeal lies in this gentle harmony. It doesn't scream for attention with high-octane thrills, but rather, it whispers an invitation to slow down, to breathe in the fresh mountain air, and to simply soak in the almost impossibly picturesque scenery of lake, city, and soaring alpine peaks. Here we find Boulder, Colorado, a city defined by its deep reverence for the outdoors and the striking geological formations that serve as its western wall. These are the Flatirons, 5 enormous slanted slabs of reddish sandstone that rise abruptly from the plains. They are Boulder's emblem, an unmistakable silhouette that shapes the city's identity and inspires its active, educated, and environmentally conscious population. Life in Boulder is life lived in the shadow of these ancient rocks. This is a city where hiking trails begin, where city streets end. The outdoor lifestyle is not a hobby, It is a way of life. On any given day, the parks and trails are filled with runners, climbers, and cyclists, all drawn to the accessible wilderness. Pearl Street Mall, the city's vibrant pedestrian heart, buzzes with a youthful energy, but the gaze of the populace is never far from the mountains. Boulder represents a modern, progressive vision of a mountain city, one that blends intellectual curiosity with a profound physical connection to the magnificent landscape that surrounds it. This is Santiago, the capital of Chile. From almost any point in this sprawling city of millions, one's eyes are drawn eastward to the immense, formidable wall of the Andes. On a clear day after a winter storm, the sight is simply staggering. A seemingly endless chain of snow-covered peaks, some soaring over 6,000 meters, forming a colossal barrier between the city and the rest of the continent. Santiago is a city of vibrant Latin American culture, a hub of commerce, politics, and art. The streets are a whirlwind of activity, from the historic grandeur of the Plaza de Armas to the bohemian charm of the Bella Vista neighborhood. Yet, this urban energy is constantly framed and humbled by the silent, powerful presence of the mountains. They are a constant reminder of nature's scale. For Santiaguinos, the Andes are both a playground for skiing and hiking, and a source of the water that gives the city life, a majestic and inescapable part of their daily existence. Let us return to the Alps, to a place that is not just a city in the mountains, but a town that exists purely because of them. This is Chamonix, France, nestled in a deep valley directly at the foot of Mont Blanc, the highest peak in Western Europe. More than any other place on our list, Chamonix is dedicated to the mountain. It is the undisputed world capital of alpinism, a hallowed ground for climbers, skiers, and adventurers who come from every corner of the globe to test their mettle against the high peaks. The town itself bustles with a unique, international energy. The streets are filled with the clatter of ski boots and the chatter of dozens of languages as seasoned mountaineers and wide-eyed tourists mingle, all sharing a common reverence for the colossal giants of rock and ice that loom above. The Aiguille du Midi cable car, a marvel of engineering, whisks visitors up to a heart-stopping altitude of over 3,800 meters, offering a perspective that was once reserved for only the most daring climbers. Chamonix is a testament to the human desire to explore, to climb, and to stand on the highest points of the earth. This is Kathmandu, Nepal. It lies in a fertile valley, but it is the distant, ethereal presence of the Himalayas that defines its soul. From here, on the clearest of days, one can glimpse the gleaming white summits that have captivated the human imagination for centuries. Kathmandu is not just a city. It is the starting point of a spiritual and physical pilgrimage for trekkers and climbers heading towards the Annapurnas, Langtang, and the mighty Everest itself. The city is a mesmerizing, and at times overwhelming, sensory experience. Ancient temples and sacred stupas stand shoulder to shoulder with bustling markets and narrow, winding alleyways. The air is thick with the scent of incense, the sound of prayer bells, and the vibrant chaos of daily life. This is a place where spirituality is woven into the very fabric of existence. A culture profoundly shaped by the mountains that are considered the abode of the gods. To be in Kathmandu is to feel the immense gravitational pull of the world's highest peaks, even before you have taken a single step towards them. Here, nestled within the boundaries of Canada's oldest national park, is the town of Banff. This is not a city that happens to be near mountains. It is a town that exists entirely within them. Surrounded by a 360-degree panorama of breathtaking peaks like Cascade Mountain and Mount Rundle, Banff is an island of civilization in a vast, protected wilderness. The commitment to preserving the natural environment here is absolute. Life in Banff is dictated by the seasons and the rhythms of the wild. The turquoise lakes like Lake Louise and Moraine Lake are so vibrant they seem unreal. The wildlife, from elk to grizzly bears, are not distant curiosities but fellow inhabitants of this grand landscape. The town itself, with its charming main street, provides a cozy refuge after a day spent exploring the immense scale of the national park. Banff represents a powerful idea that humanity can create a home within the wildest of places, not by taming it, but by living in respect and awe of its power and beauty. And so, our journey through these 10 remarkable mountain cities comes to an end. From the sun-drenched slopes of Table Mountain to the icy spires of the Mont Blanc Massif, we have witnessed the incredible diversity of ways in which humanity has built a life alongside these geological titans. Each city tells a unique story of adaptation, inspiration, and reverence. They remind us that for all our modern advancements, we are still profoundly connected to the natural world, and that there is a deep, primal satisfaction in living within sight of a majestic peak. These are places that challenge us, humble us, and ultimately elevate our spirits. But this is, of course, just the beginning of the story. The world is full of magnificent mountain towns and cities, each with its own character and its own devoted inhabitants. Perhaps you have a favorite that we didn't mention, a place where the mountains hold a special meaning for you. I would be genuinely fascinated to hear about it. Please, share your own favorite mountain cities and the stories behind them in the comments below. Your experiences enrich this conversation for all of us, and might just inspire someone else's next great adventure. If this journey to the high places of our world has inspired you, I invite you to join our community of explorers by subscribing to the channel. We have many more journeys planned to the wildest, most beautiful, and most awe-inspiring corners of our planet. Thank you for joining me today. Until our next adventure, may you always keep looking up.